Hello, students. After a long break, again we continue our lesson of 12th standard computer subject. Students, in last lecture we talked about the advantages of e-commerce, and in our today's lecture we will talk about the limitation of e-commerce. I would like to just make you pay attention that in last board exam paper of computer subject, in commerce stream paper, some tricky questions from this lesson asked by board in such a way that it's difficult to find out the correct answer. Normally in MCQ what happened that the options are near. Compared to that situation, in last board exam paper, the MCQs asked from such area which you normally not predict. So that is why we will discuss everything line by line. So let's start without any disturbance. See, when you talk about limitation of e-commerce, we go for some introductory part. Although e-commerce has a list of advantages, so many advantages, it also has some limitations and disadvantages. However, with passage of time, as time passes by, many of the limitations may disappear. So we will see some of the limitations before 6 years, because this textbook is 6 year old. The first is resistance to change, not ready to change. Now, business organization needs to change from traditional business to e-commerce. It is faced a lot of resistance, lot of trouble, lot of difficulties. For example, if a particular person is doing business on a traditional mode, and if you tell them now move to e-commerce, it is difficult for merchant also, and it is difficult for customer also. Like customer needs to get used to paperless and faceless business transaction. In India, it's difficult that people not believe in terms of paperless transaction or faceless transaction. So to motivate them for e-commerce is a bit difficult. Initial cost. For example, if you want to start your e-commerce company, okay, then in that case initial cost is very high. E-commerce requires significant initial investment in new technology which can change the company's core business process. See, you have to change. Core means main. The main business process of company you need to change. Now, main business process means what? We require costly hardware, costly software. See, it contains requirement of it also required investment in hardware and software technology. That means you have to spend money to purchase costly server. You have to download the softwares and purchase it, and then staff training is also needed. You need to train them so that they understand the way how the transaction has to be conducted and how the business has to be conducted in e-commerce. And it's difficult to get trained staff as far as e-commerce concerned. So you have to spend money for server, you have to spend money for hardware, you have to spend money for software. So all these are a bit costly. Initial cost is high. The next we need to discuss is security. Now, a primary concern in e-commerce is a security. See, this is called corner question. Students, last year's board exam paper, they ask this kind of question. Casually you read, but you don't understand it. Even MCQ possible from this sentence also. A primary concern in e-commerce is dash. The options are privacy, lack of trust, security, and initial cost. Like this is the way how MCQ frame. I again clarify those students who are watching the video, if your goal is to score more than 90 plus out of 100 MCQ, read every line and develop your own MCQ. Believe me, you are on proper track and there are very high chance that you will score more than 90. So our primary concern in e-commerce is security. Because when we talk about e-commerce, we talk about money matters. And when we talk about money matters, security is required. The data or information traveling on internet related to company or individual should be protected by unauthorized access. Means you have to protect your data, because when data transfer from your computer to company's server, you need to protect them. You have to see that it not go to unauthorized people. Internet provides universal access, means anybody can access, but companies should protect their assets. Here asset means data of customer, data from malicious or accidental misuse. Okay, here now malicious means harmful. Okay, so you have to see that the data of customer should not be go to the wrong hand for malicious wrong purpose or accidental by mistake but misuse purpose. The next is privacy. Now, the privacy of customers' information is a serious issue. Privacy means your personal data. Customer hesitate to share their personal information on the internet, and due to fear of misuse, people may misuse your personal information. You provide your mobile number, when that mobile number go to somebody else, and that person can misuse your mobile. Many times the companies sell their database information to marketing companies, and they in turn send unwanted spam mail to the customer. Like for example, if I create my email ID in XYZ company, then XYZ company has so many people who create the email ID. Then they sell that collection of email ID to another company, and that another company will go for marketing. So in that case, we will receive so many unwanted spam mails. The students who are listening this video, many of you, if you notice carefully, you get some SMS of some companies from whom you never purchase anything. That is the best example that your privacy is disturbed. The hackers also might intercept the information on the internet and misuse the data. So hackers, they intercept, means collect the information through internet, and then afterwards whatever they collect they misuse. Credit card frauds results into financial loss to the customer. Like for example, if my card is lost, then it may possible people misuse that credit card. Now here I would like to ask you the question. You can write the answer in comments. How hacker or somebody can go for credit card fraud? You can search on internet, I don't mind, but how it possible that somebody can go for a fraud with the help of credit card? You have to give the answer in comment section. It is a challenging question of the day. The protection should be provided from hackers, unauthorized people, virus, harmful program, transfer of data, means when sending the email, and transaction risk when you go for banking or other transaction. In all these situations, you have to see that privacy required to be remain intact. The next one is lack of trust. Now sometimes business frauds like non-delivery of product, means what? You already pay money but you not get the product. Incorrect information of the product. They on website they show wrong information about the product. When you receive the product, at that time you come to know that what you see on website and what you receive both are different. Lack of security for payment transaction, means payment done in payment done with lack of security. They not go for security measures. Now what are the security measures required? That is given in the next chapter. So lack of security for a payment transaction creates dissatisfaction among the customer. Also, returning of defective goods purchased online can be difficult issue. For example, if you don't like product, some website offer that you can give product back. But what about courier charges? Who will bear that courier charges? Do we need to bear the courier charges, or the merchant will bear the courier charges? The common concern here, who pays the return postage, as I say, courier charges? Will full refund made by the merchant? And whether the product will reach to their original source? All these are the issues. Like for example, if I purchase product of 100 rupees, if I give product back, then am I get 100 rupees back or 50% less? And the product which I return, will it reach to the original website owner or the supplier location? These are the issues. Next, time for delivery of products. See, in a physical store, we select the product, live with the product in our hands, give the money, go home, product is in your hand. But in e-commerce, we often buy products that are not available locally. Some products, or some mobile especially, they are not locally available. Now here also I have a question. The question of the day, second one. You have to write any 5 products name which not available locally. Means you have to purchase from website. I repeat, not available locally. In the comment section, write down the name of those products which is not available locally in Bhavnagar. Which means that the product needs to be delivered, which takes time and cost money. So you have to wait till product comes. But you have to ready to pay a high amount, because if it comes from remote place, then courier charges will be high. The cost of shipping charges is an overhead extra in the case of product is ordered from a distance place. You are staying in Ahmedabad, for example, and products comes from Chennai, then the distance is very lengthy, so accordingly you have to pay the charges. Next is perishable products, which can be damaged fast. Milk products, for example, fruits, vegetables and others are not preferred to purchase online. You can't purchase milk bag online, common sense. When they delivered and next day it will available, within that it will be over. Like it is not, quality is not remain intact. Online store does not provide opportunity to touch, wear and feel the products. Okay, you can't touch the product, you can't wear the product, you can't feel the product. Therefore, online selling of such products like cloth. In cloth you have faced the issue of fitting. Furniture, 4 legs of furniture, they imbalance. So if you move them, then it move left, right like that. All 4 legs of table or 4 legs of chair, they are not parallel. So they were uneven. So this is called what? That is called tricky. It is known as tricky. Next, payment on e-commerce are most often conducted using credit card facility, and as a result, very small and very large transaction is not possible, are not performed or preferred to be conducted online. Now see, it indicates that even though you have a credit card, but it is not preferable to use credit card to purchase very costly property, or it is also mentioned that it is not advisable to purchase very small transaction. You purchase one chocolate, okay, and you say that I want to pay credit card, okay, then all these are not advisable. So that is why even though you are using credit card, you can't pay for small amount or very large amount transactions. The next point is timely updates. Now timely update means what? You update a website, okay. For example, we have a merchant, so we talk about merchant, that merchant not update the website. So it says that timely updates of information and services are often a problem in the case of small organization trying to establish their business online. Okay, so those small organizations who want to establish and go for online transaction, for them it's difficult to update their website. It is the expectation that every online website required to be updated. When the new product comes, they require to update. If they not update, then customer believe that whatever the old information about the product is the correct one. So that also create issue. E-commerce is depend on internet, and any problem in internet connectivity cause the business risk. You want to go for transaction, but network is not working, power failure, so people will not go for transaction. And small organization cannot start e-commerce, tea stall and other things. They can't go for e-commerce. So that these are the limitation of e-commerce. Now the next topic which we have to talk about, that is e-commerce business models. Very interesting, and in almost all board exam MCQs are available from this topic. So this is the last topic of this lesson, and afterwards we will go for MCQ practice, and then we go for test. Okay, so in the next lecture we will talk about e-commerce business models. But before we end, there are two questions whose answer you have to tell me. The first question is, you have to tell me the products that are not available locally. I hope you can see on screen products that are not available locally. You have to write the example of 5 to 6 products. And another is how credit card fraud can be possible. How credit card fraud can be possible. Like every time I will wait for your answer in comment section. You can able to express how you feel about my video. Suggestions are always most welcome, and I try my level best to create videos which can meet with your expectation. So we'll meet with the next video. Till then, please take care of yourself. Goodbye.